Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to our Subscriber Game Tournament Season 2 as we continue with our Round 2 matchup here with Group 6 between Peppa Pig Gaming in the green versus WARMASTER in the red. Now for their first match here, Peppa Pig Gaming is attacking and WARMASTER is defending. And looking at their draft, we have 国家孟获 and Lady Zhurong attacking with quite a few units. We have one Defender of Earth for the oil arrows, one ranked up trebuchet, and 4 archers for the fire arrows. And then for Meng Huo, we have 6 unit of the javelin spear guard for turtle formation and those deadly javelins on enemy generals. And finally, 6 unit of wolf pack, which has tremendous charge bonus and decent attack damage, but mainly because they're really cheap. And I think that's probably the funding issue to get a full army like this. Then looking at the defense side, we have Zhang Liao, which is a great choice on defense because of his passive that only activates when you're on the weaker defending side, which because of the way funding works, usually you're automatically the weaker defending side when on siege defense. So this will activate for extra melee evasion and extra attack rate for your entire army. Then we also have Yuan Shao to boost morale, and very interesting here we have Liu Zhang, which has the ceasefire ability to freeze enemies in place. I'm very curious to see how he will use this, because it freezes not only the enemy but also all ally units as well for 1 minute, and it gives everyone 50% damage resistance. So there's actually quite a few ways to use this. We'll talk about it as we get into battle. But looking at his unit, we have 3 unit of the veteran Northern Saber Infantry, which I don't actually like on Zhang Liao. I think there are so many better units he could be recruiting. The Qingzhou units, for example, are much better than these. If you want something that is Assault Infantry with shield, the Qingzhou Assault Infantry is excellent. Or perhaps even Camp Crushers, which have really good splash damage if you're not afraid of enemy range. Then for Yuan Shao, we have 2 units of the Ye Vanguard Spearmen. Once again, not really loving it. These are essentially spear guards with a crossbow, and their crossbow range is only 160, so it's really short. They're great out in the open field to stop enemy cavalry, but for siege battles, you're not really going to be running into enemy cavalry, especially on defense. So, not a huge fan, and they're also very expensive. Then finally, we have 4 units of Dongzhoubing, which have the same exact problem as the Ye Vanguard Spearmen, except at least they have a 200 range bow that has fire arrow, so it helps a little bit more than the limited range of the crossbow. But once again, I don't think these units have a real opponent here that they can really target, since they are really designed to be anti-open field cavalry, and you just don't see that very often in siege battles. Overall, I think WARMASTER is running into quite a tough composition issue, not only because of his unit, but also because of ceasefire, since Meng Huo and Lady Zhurong are probably the strongest generals against ceasefire. Usually what you want to do is you want to trap the enemy general in place for a minute, give them the 50% damage resistance, but send in a strong general to kill them within that time, regardless of the 50% resistance, essentially asking you to do twice the damage, which can be done if you have a strong general such as Lü Bu. In this case, you don't have that strong general. That's the first problem. The second problem is because of Power of Love, which is a passive ability on both Meng Huo and Zhurong when they're both present, they will have an innate 25% damage resistance. If you give them another 50%, they're only taking quarter damage. There is no way you're killing them in the 60 seconds, and they will probably kill whoever you send to kill them. So it's probably going to backfire here. The other clever way of perhaps using this is to use it on your own units, and only your own units, so that you're granting them essentially 60 seconds of 50% damage resistance. Sure, they cannot move, but when you're on the city streets, that's okay. If you're clogging up an area and you're fighting, granting your own units that 50% before the enemy clash into them can make them a lot stronger during that 1 minute period. But regardless, let's hop into battle and see how this one actually plays out. So looking at the deployment here, it's a pretty head-on clash. It's interesting how WARMASTER decided to actually defend this wall. because with a trebuchet, you're just giving these units on the wall to the enemy. There's nothing they can really do here. Plus, there's a lack of range. Certainly, these units all have a hybrid range weapon, but they're not going to have the range to match the trebuchet here. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. So let's just get started and see how things are approached, because I'm sure this trebuchet is going to start raining fire on the wall. We can actually fast forward this part because I don't think anyone's moving until the wall's down. He's going for the gate first, which is an interesting choice because you have the ram. So I feel like going for the gate's always a waste of damage. He should really just go for the wall and then the towers. Oh, he's advancing. Never mind, let's stop. It's turtle units, so that's fine, but fire arrows from Dongjolbing, I guess, would do nothing because someone has corrected me that actually turtle units from Naman doesn't take any fire arrow damage because the status just doesn't go through. So it's unlike the poison arrow, which I guess makes sense. Fire doesn't spread to every unit in the, entire retinue, only by contact, which is why explosion damage don't burn your entire retinue instantly. But poison is a status that's applied to everyone. Okay, so we have, some units who died on that crash. And there's a lack of response. Why are we squaring inside? Wouldn't more units be able to fire their arrow if they're not in square? The fire arrow has put them down. Because he didn't put his Dongjolbing on the wall to match the range, he can't really do anything back. So they're all going to burn down. Yeah, why are we in square? Only 1/4 of your unit could even shoot in this case. Alright, these have enough fire damage. These have enough fire damage. They could technically stop. That's just wasting ammo. I mean, it is applying only a morale hit, apparently, which is strange. Like, if you're on fire, shouldn't you actually burn as well? But it doesn't work like that, apparently, so. These turtle are going to do everything. And the big problem is there are no offensive ability on any of the generals. Right? We have two commanders with no active, slam ability. Zhang Nao unfortunately only got the roar. And then also admin resolve. Absolutely no damaging ability on any of the generals. So I have no idea how they're going to go through these infantry. So they're just waiting for the towers to burn down, and then it's going to be the charge of the wolf pack. He could probably open up more holes to make it a little bit easier for his wolf pack to advance, but I guess he's just going to be busying himself with taking out as many units as he can. I would actually just take down the wall, because the wolf pack will do plenty. And it seems like they already turned off fire will, right? Because the turtle is kind of wasting it. And the cool thing, or actually not the cool thing, but the annoying thing about formation is you can't actually change fire will when you're in a formation like square. So if he wants to switch them back on, he would have to come out of the square. Don't be scared. What can he do? What can he do? Javelin time. But like, what can he do? He cannot slam. He lost 3k health with that javelin launch. But he's dead. He's come out alone. There might be a lot of friendly fire. There might be a lot of friendly fire. Why are we... Can we stop them from shooting? Okay, so they did catch fire. They lost some health. No, they didn't. What am I looking at? Look at the javelins. Look at the javelins. Wrecked. Yeah, javelin's really deadly against generals. So he lost enough health that he's probably just going to rout from damage taken. Yeah, minus 125. There's no hope here. Do we still have any of the ammo? Yes, we do. I would just crack the wall and just start bomb arrowing them with the oil arrows and the archers. It's just free damage. And then just charge. It's too hard to shoot them. Break this wall. It's easier for your units to get access to them. Break this wall as well. Yeah, it's just the morale hit apparently. Okay, he's going after the wall. There's still 5 shots. I think this wall can go down, this wall can go down. Unless he gets pretty unlucky, 90%. So that's going to waste a full volley right there. That's probably the last wall he can get down. And then maybe just damage the unit at that point. Right, the wall was actually blocking their fire, so maybe they had firewall on. Is she gonna throw a dagger? Oh, going too close. Dagger time? Dagger time? Yes, no one's moving. Ha, free hit. I mean, yeah. That was pretty transparent. Perhaps you're not familiar with, you know, what Lady Drone can do, but she has that dagger throw, says 10k of your health gone. And they can definitely afford to be patient here. You know, they're wasting all the ammo. Their trebuchet still has a couple shots. He's going after the units, which makes sense because he doesn't have enough ammo to take down another piece of the wall. And she's looking for another opportunity to throw her dagger out. Alright, all the ammo are done. This group is as damaged as possible. Archers should just fire. Why are they not firing? Why is firewall off? Okay, there we go. He's manually firing. Okay, 100% range block. Just stop. No, stop shooting! It's a waste. I don't know, but this next 5 seconds kind of pointless. She trying to throw it again through the gate? Kind of hard to do this. I mean, my question is, if Lady Drone and Monghua just start running for this right now, what can he do? Who's going to be fast enough to go back to the victory point? Nobody. There's a clear path to victory right now. Just run over here. They can't actually stop you. You don't even have to fight anyone. Alright, guess the Wolfpack are finally moving. Are they using this? Why? No one's on the wall. Okay, I'm gonna go a little faster because it feels like no one's decisive here to do anything. Oh, she's like, they stopped moving. Oh, maybe there's a shot right here. Yep, it hit him. Another 10k gone. I mean, people have to be more alert to win conditions. Like, this is so open right now. Just go with your 2 generals. They can't do anything here. And they can't do anything to stop you. If they want to stop you, they start pulling units back. You just chase at that point. And notice how they're firing at the turtle? It's not like he doesn't want to. It's just because he doesn't know how to turn off the fire well. He doesn't realize he has to change formations to do that. What are we doing? Oh, are we going for it alone? Yes? Okay, I like it. But why not go together with your husband? Because clearly their general's going to chase you. And what's Monghua doing here than just chilling? He's lighting a fire trail. Oh, maybe he's just like, I'm going to light up the whole town with my mace. That might be a bit of a throw. She's just like kind of dying there. I mean, getting Yuanshao away does work a little bit just because, you know, Distant Courage is now officially gone. The Wolfpack swarms in. Don't know why the siege tower need to be used here. Like, honestly, there's no gate out. So how is there... Did he not climb? The units are still stuck inside. Like, let's say they get on this wall. They actually can't get out. Alright, Rachel died. She dismounted. I mean, she has the best weapon in the game. So I guess the... Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter. So she's going to go back and finish things off over here. Ceasefire being used. Give everyone sort of a pause. But... like I said, Monghua and Lady Drone is going to have 75% damage resistance. Units can still fight, technically. So if they're like fighting and they have to move a little to fight, they can move like that. They just can't move. Range got him? What are these archers doing inside? Well, now is just the slowly kill everyone time. Where did... Wait, did Lady Jerome... Did she die? Where did she go? Did I just lose her? Did she come back and die? Kind of hard to find a body here. Because I know she was last seen here. That's Yuanshaw's toasty body. Dismounted and killed. Did she try to take the center and then like get killed on the towers? No, I don't see her body. The mystery of Lady Jerome's disappearance. Huh. She must have ran back and maybe during the fight got killed. Menghuo demands that we find the body. So dying like this probably means you were in a square and then one of the shots just like landed on you with a trebuchet. And then you just all got crushed. I don't see her. That is strange. I mean, regardless, this battle was just kind of over with the unit setup. I mean, defending the wall when they have a trebuchet is always a bad idea because there's like nothing you can do about it. And then if you stand here, you're just taking extra damage. You don't have range to really match. So either you need to have your generals run out to try to kill it, have some sort of cavalry option to try to kill that with a flank, or just back off, let it slowly move in, and then try to, you know, sneak around the city streets for some sort of damage like that, or just let it waste its ammo on the towers. So hopefully by the time it gets to your units, it has less ammo. But even in that case, the remaining unit choices by WARMASTER wasn't going to get the job done. I think they were just not suited for a siege battle. And I think that kind of displayed itself right here, especially, you know, square into a wall doesn't make a lot of sense. Now looking at the numbers here, the generals killed 0. Wow, okay. I mean, sure. All 3 are not aggressive generals, no abilities whatsoever. Zhang Liao ran out for no particular reason. I don't think, like, what could he have done when he ran out by himself? I don't understand what the logic was. We have a roar ability, perhaps. I mean, the fact that he died for nothing means every other unit lost their, you know, passive boost that he was providing them. So extra 30% melee evasion, 33% attack rate just disappear like that. And then when Zhurong went for that run, the response was, I mean, what else could you do? You have to chase after her. The fact that she came alone was probably the best opportunity you had, but maybe dismount and maybe use ceasefire to try to corner her. But the fact that the husband's still alive, 75% damage resistance, there's really nothing you could do. That was just a tough situation. But perhaps in that situation when they're running in, a different formation would be better. Shield wall at those gaps to stop them from just running in without dismounting them, probably a better reaction. And having all your units facing out so they can all shoot at the right direction would also be a good choice. And we also saw how powerful the javelin are. If you just run up your general next to them and they all throw their javelin, it's hard to dodge them all and you just end up getting killed, which is what happened. So good job for Peppa Pig Gaming with his draft and execution of it. And we'll move on to the next match when they will swap sides and we'll see if WARMASTER can bounce back. So until then, bye!